Listen, you have a parasite in your brain. It controls everything you see and do. Luckily, there is a cure. You just have to find Jesus.
Quite a bit has been made of Netanyahu and his 6 fingers in his AI videos here. It never really showed 6 fingers. I mean, it just simply showed a regular human hand. There are literally 5 fingers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the internet went nuts and said that Benjamin Netanyahu was dead and that they're using AI to replace him. These were lies. Benjamin Netanyahu is alive. He made fun of the 6 fingers thing. Can you show us how many fingers do you have?
איך הם מתנהגים, פנטסטי. אתה רוצה לספור את מספר האצבעות? אתה יכול להראות לנו?
There you go. Okay.
פה. ראית?
So we've been through this before, probably like once a week. There's like is Benjamin Netanyahu alive or dead theory across the internet, fomented by people, obviously, who are wanting to get as hard a click as they possibly can on what ends up being baseless claims, right? That he's made up of AI, or that he's not around anymore, that he had died, that he died in some type of bombing or whatever. Obviously, there's plenty of organizations that have threatened to kill Benjamin Netanyahu. And his absence at certain briefings, I don't know, certainly causes some people to pause. But, it's tweets like this. So did they kill Netanyahu or not? Anyway, this was from about a month ago. The reason I'm bringing this up is that you got to be really careful with these stories. You want to make sure that you are not fomenting fake news, and you want to make sure that you're treating the death of somebody or the illness of somebody or the harm of somebody with extreme seriousness. It's, why we want to report on this, that Benjamin Netanyahu does have cancer. That is something that is a bona fide and verified fact. It's a very bad form of cancer, it's prostate cancer. This is something that can be very aggressive. You probably know somebody who's died of prostate cancer. You probably know somebody who had a prostate cancer. My father, for instance, did. And it's not, it can be very aggressive. It can be very harmful. Benjamin Netanyahu reveals he did have secret prostate cancer diagnosis. He says that he's had that treated. A reminder that Joe Biden has announced that he has pancreatic cancer. We haven't gotten an update on that in a really long time. But, men of a certain age, this is just what happens. Here we go. Let's read. Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu has revealed a secret prostate cancer diagnosis, assuring the public that he has since received a clean bill of health. 76-year-old first underwent surgery in December 29, 2024 to begin the benign hyperplasia. That's exactly what my dad had, according to the medical report released by his office. The procedure at a medical center in Israel was described as successful, complication-free, but the routine follow-up MRI identified minuscule suspicions of lesions in the prostate. A subsequent diagnostic test confirmed the presence of early-stage prostate cancer. The cancer was treated. Netanyahu is now healthy and is in excellent physical condition. Writing on X, the Israeli leader said he requested a delay of April 20th report publication by 2 months, so it wouldn't be released at the height of the war. I asked to share with you 3 things, he wrote. 1, thank God that I'm healthy. 2, I'm in excellent physical conditions. 3, I had a minor medical issue with my prostate. It's been treated. Thank God it's behind me, he says. A year and a half ago, I underwent a successful surgery for an enlarged benign prostate. Okay. These kind of things, of course, can have complications and they can spiral. We know that Benjamin Netanyahu is quite the controversial political figure. We have been personally very critical of Benjamin Netanyahu based upon the report, ladies and gentlemen, in the New York Times. This report in the New York Times that denotes that Benjamin Netanyahu did in fact mislead President Trump when briefing him on the Iran war. That's according to our own CIA and our own government officials, and that this is something that I've disavowed publicly. If you're a patriot, you should want your president, especially when American lives are on the line, to get the best information possible. And that's something that clearly didn't happen here. So it's something that it's like totally and completely problematic for me. However, we've never and never will wish for any harm, any physical harm on any individual person, right? Netanyahu underwent surgery to remove a cancerous tumor. He received radiation treatments. According to his doctor, he is now cured. Treated for prostate cancer a few months ago. He was presented with the option to live with the monitoring the growth or have operation to remove the threat. He viewed his own dilemma as a microcosm of Israel's strategic situation. When I am presented with the information in time about potential danger, I want to remove it immediately. This is the true national level on a personal level. Okay. So he's like kind of tying it together. Tying it together with Israel's militant activities in the region. Okay. Well, I guess I tell you this in the context of maybe why people were spreading these rumors about Benjamin Netanyahu. Maybe perhaps he was getting treatments. We know, as a matter of fact, that Joe Biden was getting treatments for cancer while he was in the White House. You don't just suddenly magically have prostate or pancreatic cancer. These are slow-moving cancers that develop over many years. Joe Biden and his team were lying to us. We deserved to know this as a people. I guess this marks the ultimate question, is if your leader is sick and has cancer, do you deserve to know? And I would argue, yes, in a functional democracy, in a functional republic, you deserve to know if your leader is sick, potentially on their deathbed. They could make very bad decisions. Joe Biden made very bad decisions. Joe Biden was not mentally capable in the end of his term or even in the beginning of his term. And that's because of the aggressive drugs that he was on in order to treat his cancer. And we've gone through all of the side effects of those drugs, and it leads to exactly the kind of results that Joe Biden demonstrated regularly on a national level. The brain fog, the brain cloud, the collapsing, the physical weakness. And then Joe Biden would just disappear for weeks on end. That's terrible for a people, and it's happened here in Israel with Benjamin Netanyahu. At least they're coming clean on this. They're coming clean on this before Joe Biden ever did. It was a year after he was out of office. They were like, yeah, he had cancer the whole time, that he was the resident of the White House. So anyway, what do you think on this? We'll never wish ill on anyone on this program, but we do want the truth. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.